KO Live Center, what's happening, people? It's your boy Dre the Reaper, and guys, I'm here getting it done on another beautiful day. Guys, it is pouring. Down on the bench, I'm going to demonstrate you how you got to position yourself. A lot of times I come here, sit flat on the bench, and I come here. The first thing I do is I look at the bar and make sure my measurement where I'm going to place my hands at. Like a lot of people like to go on the ring and put their index finger on the ring. That's cool. A lot of people like to go inside a little bit closer, past the ring. Whatever your preference is okay. I suggest when you're going heavy, you need to be a little bit inside. So you want to take that marriage finger, right? The ring finger, and you want to cheat it in probably like by say an inch away from that ring, so you keep nice and tight. So next thing I do now, I set up my upper back. So what I would do, I pull myself up to the bar and I place myself down into the bench, nice and tight, keeping everything up tight. So my upper back is squeezed and it's tight. The scapulas are pulled together, nice and tight. The traps are pulled together. I have something I could press off of. I'm tucking the shoulders at the same time. So as you guys can see up here, my chest is up, my shoulders are protected, and all I'm doing is drive the weight down and fire up, okay? So now I'm a powerlifter bodybuilder, so I kind of like to do both placement with the bar. But just for you guys' view, I would put it at my sternum. So once I pull myself up, get my back nice and tight, lock my lats in, squeezing on my lats, I can set in my feet, set in nice and tight. The wider I go with my hips, better it is for me to stay down, keep my butt down on the bench. If I go in, close my feet, my butt cannot stay down because for some reason I don't have that trunk, you know, weight down there. But whatever the case might be, I have to go wider, right? So I spread my leg apart and I keep my butt can stay down now. Alright, so pull myself up, squeeze my scapula together, pull my chest up. Now my butt is off of the bench, but that's for a reason. Cause once I get the weight up here, I lock my lats in, I carry my butt back down on the bench, my feet is on the ground, and I come down nice and straight. Right there on top of the sternum. The highest part on the body right now. Now power it up. So as I come down, guys, listen, it's the important part. The elbows are right underneath the bar, meaning that my wrist is on top of my elbow and my elbow is underneath my wrist. Okay? So all I'm doing, I'm powering it up. Another important part, my hip is higher than my knees. So I'll go down, my hip will be higher than me, so I pull my legs back if I need to. So you get that press motion. So that's why the feet is important, because everything starts from the bottom up. Alright. Alright guys, so I just finished up flat bench. Now I'm going off into incline. Like I said, I'm gonna do anywhere between 3 to 4 sets on it. I'm not gonna do as much set as I did on flat bench, because right now I'm just doing the cleanup work. However guys, there's a couple tools I want to recommend for you guys out there. But a quick story, quick anecdote. When I was a beginner lifting, I never used any kind of wrist wraps or any kind of tools, you know, wraps or anything like that. I'm like, nah, man, I'm tough. I gotta go to the gym, I gotta do this, I gotta go hit this. I don't need no wrap, I don't need no pad on my back, I ain't no beat. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. So, but then over the years I learned. Over the years I developed a sense of awareness. And that's mean I had to go through the ups and downs of probably injuries or just common sense. There's a couple tools, a couple ingredients you gotta add to your gym bag. Alright? As you guys see me climb up through this workload, I added wrist wraps. Those are the first thing I add. Wrist wrap. Good supportive system for the wrist. Keep the wrist nice and straight, erect. So a lot of people think you bench, well, a lot of people can bench press like this. A lot of people can bench press like this. I bench press like this. Wrist erect. I wrap my wrist nice and tight to keep it strong, because I have small joints. So all the pressure on my joints over the years will cause really bad dexterity in the wrist. However, you can get these online. You can order some wrist wraps online. You can go on Walmart and buy some cheap ones. Wherever you go. These ones I got is Mark Bell Gangster. It's called Gangster. You got, you know, it looks cool because it got a Gangster on it. It's a wrist wrap. I had this for like a good minute now. It's very sturdy. It's about a good, I say about two feet measurement from one end to the other. But I got these. I implement these first. So as I get heavy and I progressively get heavy with the weight, I throw in the elbow sleeves. Now these elbow sleeves, you're not really gonna find them anywhere, but Mark Bell Slingshot, HowMuchYouBench.com has these. It's not the only website that has them, but you're not really gonna find them in places. So you could really get these. These are really strong, sturdy for the elbow. Same thing, keep the elbow stabilized. All the contort, remember the pressure goes from here down to the elbow because you're keeping a nice 90-degree angle. So as you keep that nice, the load is going into the elbow. So you want to be able to protect that as much as you can by putting these elbow sleeves on. I put these in once I start getting semi-heavy. Then once I get to the top set, I throw in the slingshots. Now the slingshot, guys, is one of them things that I say you have to take your time understanding how it works. So slingshots is, like I say, add about 30 to 40 pounds onto your pressing motion. So it's a good compression. Also, it keeps you narrow and tight. That's the whole purpose of it, to keep your bench form nice and tight. so you're able to have correct form as you bench press. So you're protecting your shoulders, you tuck your shoulders and everything. So these are good to have when you're doing a top set. I don't recommend doing a light, like I don't expect you to put 135. If you bench press over 400, I don't expect you to put 135 on the bench and use these. Don't do it. These are for like when you get into a heavy set, because that's when it really works. Apart from that, it doesn't really work. Now, however, I see people over the time do push-ups in these. You can do those because it gives you nice and correct form and it could give you more rep. People that can't even do one push-up, they put this on and do a push-up, they can do about 10, 20 reps easily. So that's just telling you the good work of it. It's like a band, look. It's a good material. Invest into yourself. A lot of people ask how much is this total? Added that together, you're probably looking at about a good 100 and change. Those 3 little things. It's worth it. Invest into protecting yourself and for longevity. Alright? You gotta eat to keep your bench up. A lot of people wonder like how you get strong on the bench. You gotta eat more. Your bench drops once your calories start dropping. Yeah, that's the most far as strength wise. But as far as cutting goes, you don't have to go heavy. Right? You don't have to go heavy at all. Cutting is easy. Putting on muscle is hard. Oh yeah.